across Europe, there's a big discussion around what's often termed industry plus, which relates both to ports, where the port function is moving out, but there's still an active need for heavy industry, to some extent pollution and noise and so on. So you get conflicts there with trying to revitalize and reuse the land. And also here with the sugar factory, we've got a heavy old industry that's just what we don't want to have in the residential areas, but it's stuck there. So there's a big discussion going on in many situations where ports are rethinking. Now, in some cases you can actually do heavy stuff. You can have compulsory purchase, you can require movements, and we're doing that in London now with some very big stuff, forcing certain old industries to move. It's incredibly expensive, and it may actually disrupt employment patterns as well. Now, whether you can work it out here that that sugar factory really is compatible, it sounds a little bit tricky, because I mean, there's a health question, there's a noise question, there's all the other stuff. But it's certainly, increasingly, it's a key issue for designers, whether we can get to a situation where there's certain sorts of industry which are highly compatible, no problem at all, and yet, how we can modify building types and space and the layout of larger areas so that there is some possibility to have different uses is a really key issue for design. It can be done, but up to a certain point, beyond that, you just can't do it. You can't have a steel works next to a house.
Okay, question about Montreal, though. Look at the downtown Montreal and the old port. They tried to maintain some of those activities while developing a touristic division, and it was very successful. It was very popular, and it's working quite well. So it can be done, but it probably depends on the type of industry.
I think it depends on, certainly on pollution and possible danger as well from some industry. Recently in Hamburg, for example, they're maintaining a heavy shipbuilding activity right in the heart of the city. They've just agreed new noise agreements to allow building of high-end residential, expensive residential, within what is a noise corridor that would be allowed, with new design codes about the window designs and closed balconies and so on. And that stuff is selling for high money because the location is fantastic. Whereas a few years ago, no one would touch that. I'm not going to do next to this heavy 24-hour-a-day steel bashing going on the other side. You can do it, but it needs the sort of institution that Waterfront Toronto is, an overarching institution that can actually negotiate all the different issues and get an agreement between the investors, the old port actors, and economists, environmentalists, all the other people. That's a hell of a job to do. It can be done, and it looks like it's really going to happen.
It is a good one. You know, first Canadian place with all the white marble is failing. The Ryerson of the Canary Wharf. So it's a white tower, 70 stories at stone, and so it's all failing. So it's all coming down. So Claude Cormier, he wants to take it, crush it, and use it as the white sand only guy from Montreal. Put up a great diagram where he shows the first Canadian place sort of dotted, and then in the foreground, sugar beach in it.
Big signs.
This used to be where I worked.
Can we take one last question from the audience? Yeah, President.
Yeah, I have a question about what are the challenges the panel is facing when having to look at the vision of a master plan, but then zooming into the little puzzle pieces that go to different players. So what are the challenges you are facing as a panel reviewing these proposals coming from different kids that come with their homework, little puzzle pieces, and trying to fit them together?
You look at them on a case-by-case basis, but I don't know. I mean, you can tell that these plans, those precinct plans in the East Bayfront and the West Islands were approved before the panel, and it's because the first meeting of the panel was, could we rework it all? And it's just not possible because it's gone through so much process. And then when you see the individual designs come forward, like Saussier's, for example. It was literally a breath of fresh air on the waterfront because, we were all dreading, the image, the complete world of urban design associates who are gone now. They've left town, but there are a lot of very talented designers here. They just are. I think they are. So you look at them and you stay open, And we really liked, say, David Wex. He came in and he made a case for why you would do a moody industrial building as a kind of gateway to the, you know, the Richmond-Adelaide Expressway, that whole flyover on Eastern. So it went through. Then he proposed bridges, which the city would never want bridges over any laneway. But they gave in on that one, or we approved it, because in order for his building to be connected to his parking, which was above grade, high water table, he absolutely needed those bridges. And that laneway that he connects to doesn't really go that far. So even George Baird, who authored on building downtown with no bridges, actually understood why. So we're pretty flexible if the idea is really, really strong. And we've been getting strong ideas. I said, you know, after the first 2 years, like I feel like a vegetarian. I mean, we've only been looking at, you know, parks all for 2 years. We looked at, you know, Martin Goodman Trail schemes and landscape, and, you know, the landscape architects are having a lot of fun down there. It's the architecture, and I believe in architecture, and I believe that it has to be really great. Every building from here on out, we just got to make great buildings. I also think there should be competitions for younger architects. You can't just be all perimeter block housing with retail and, you know, shoving some institution underneath. I mean, even in Denver, which is the center of new urbanism, David Adjay's little contemporary art gallery makes that district worth living in. I mean, it's a really great little building. The plan doesn't anticipate any of that. You know, I keep telling them, I say, you've got to carve off some sites. Could be the school or the daycare center, but there's only one school and one daycare center. T-Paul's building is going to be great, but it's an outdoor pavilion. I'm talking about art galleries and things that you do in your life that should be really well designed, and not giving up so much land to them, but creating opportunities. Otherwise, you know, to the question of what's this generation going to do, they're going to walk away from it. They'll just say, this is crazy. This is, you know. And then someone at one of the public meetings said innocently, why aren't there any churches? Oh, and the room went dense. They want to close down the public meeting, bring up religion.
All right, well, look, I'd like to thank the panel and the moderators very much for the